Well, hello, everyone. It's your host, the Minister is Daniel, and my brother Nathan, coming to you live. Where we're gonna just hang out, have fun, make fun of Rings of Power, and other stuff. Because, dear fucking God, I don't even know what to say. Oh, I couldn't get past the first 3 episodes. Like, even the hobbits, the little fucking hobbits were doing the whole cult chant. I fucking quit after that. I was like, nope, I'm not watching the show anymore. This is fucking dog shit. But I've been watching the reviews, and I know what's going on because I watch all the because they break down every scene. And yeah, this show is dog shit. So we get to show a little clip of the ending of the last episode and why it's complete trash and how we feel about the show. And we're also going to talk about other things like a certain announcement was just made by a certain Ryan Reynolds that made a certain person get harder than a bag of rocks.
What?
As everybody knows, I'm a massive Deadpool fan. So
you're talking about Wolverine being in with Deadpool?
Well, not just that. It's Deadpool 3. I love fucking Deadpool. And I love Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. So hell, I'm waiting. 2 years though, that sucks.
Yeah. But they have Hugh Jackman playing him again.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
I'm gonna show you my tweets I've tweeted out when I have one where it's like what did I say? I was like one that was like, how did Ryan Reynolds convince Hugh Jackman to come play as Wolverine? And it's like, I gotta find it. I'll share it with you. It's fucking hilarious. Where did I put that? I know it's like right in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. I'll share this real quick. We'll do this one first because this is fucking hilarious. I said, are people wondering how Reynolds got Hugh Jackman to play Deadpool 3? This is Ryan Reynolds when Hugh comes home. Hugh's in the bathtub. And here's when he's just trying to eat something. And eventually, Hughes finally broke down. He said, fine. Fuck it, I'll do it. Find that scene. Okay, well, let's do this real quick. We're going to watch this. No sound, though. See, they unlocked the thingy. Water's flowing in. Oh, look at this. Look at it. Oh no. It fell into a giant pool of lava. What's gonna happen? It would cool off the lava. That's what would happen. All this stuff would be hard as fucking rock. Oh, it's like they poured gas into gasoline or something. That's what it looked like. It was like, this isn't water. This is actually a whole lake of gas.
Right on top of fire.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah, this is like. For fuck's sake, this whole thing would near. Okay, let's do something. You see this armor? Why does it look like shit on every single person? Look, it's like her t-shirt scale mail. Look at fake. Oh my god, it looks like a Halloween mask. $600 million an episode, Bible. $600 million an episode. You know, by the way, as soon as this exploded, the entire atmosphere would be covered in ash. Like everybody in the next like 1,000 miles would be like suffocating. Oh look, it's destroying houses and people. Too bad it's not Galadriel, because that would have been funny. Like everybody's getting hit. She's the whole time. She's like, "What's going on? We were just having a party, guys."
She doesn't even understand what's happening.
I don't get it. Why am I such a fucking moron? Oh look, it's Aragorn's ancestors. They're all gonna die. Oh, by the way, these are supposed to be Numenoreans. You know, these guys are supposed to be like 7 feet tall and like built like fucking trains. But hey, whatever. Oh, look, clouds. Oh, more people dying. More people dying. Oh, she's still standing there and staring off like, what is she looking at? I really want to know what she's looking at because it doesn't make any sense. She's like, the enemy has won. I have lost. I suck. Oh, here comes a cloud. Death cloud coming in that would destroy everything and burn everything to a crisp. Oh, here we go. People are running and shouting and yelling at each other, and their stupid fucking armor still looking stupid. Look at the boobs on these things. Fucking boob armor. These are men with fucking boob armor. Oh my God. Her stupid plate mail that looks fucking retarded with a dress. I don't understand why they have a skirt and a fucking plate mail. There it comes. Here it comes. She closes her eyes because she knows she's about to fucking die. You're dead. That would have turned you to fucking ash. That cloud's probably 1,000 degrees temperature of fucking hot, melted fucking ash right in your face. And you're wearing armor, so you're like a giant heat box. People are like, it's so mind-blowing. No. Okay, this is the exact thing. Like right here, this is explaining what they were trying to explain in the thing, where the water went in. Problem is, they had a giant fucking hole. See, a magma cone drops below the water temperature. Groundwater interacts with the hot rocks. Steam pressure builds and then explodes. See, so you need something that blocks out the tunnel from the magma. So steam starts building up inside this area, and it gets bigger. See how it's growing and growing and growing, and then it explodes outwards. Water engines go, oh look, water in, boom. Oh, these writers are so fucking pathetic.
Well, I haven't heard anything about them cleaning house yet, so.
Huh? Oh, the studio? I wouldn't be. I think they're going to end this season, and I think there's going to be like major changes because they didn't even start filming this. Like what I've heard is they're supposed to start filming the second season now, and in 2 years we're supposed to get the second season. But I don't know. I don't think the same people are going to be in charge. If they do a second season, I think they're going to clean house because they're going to have this is the biggest money laundering scheme ever. Because that would make sense. If this is like Bezos is like, hey, we got too many billions. I need to like clean some of this money. What should we do? It's like, what's the cheapest thing we can get from a thing and just make a show from it? Give them $1 billion, but no, hired like the cheapest people possible.
It could be. That's how you clean money, so.
Yeah, so they got a bunch of people that money went. As I don't see where this money went to. Like maybe the CGI and the background stuff is all right, but that's about it. Well, some of the CGI, some of it's fucking horrible. Their cartography is fucking shit. The writing is fucking shit. The dialogue is fucking shit. Their action scenes are fucking shit. Like in episode 5, you said you saw that. The choreography between their fight scenes was fucking bad. Like, and slow motion is even worse because you could tell like they're not even aiming at her. Like they're like swinging their sword and they're swinging it like away from her. so she has enough time to like, and she's far enough away because she can look like she's actually doing some cool looking dodge, but they're actually not. And then like Shadowversity is very big on like sword fighting and stuff. Go to bed. He's big in sword fighting and stuff like that, and he's like the guy like swings down like this, and she's like, and he's like, why didn't he just go and cut off her head? Because real sword fighter would have been like, ha ha, instead of coming all the way back and repositioning himself, he would have made a second stroke and ended her. And it was like,
and you're getting feedback from your mic.
Feedback? What do you mean? What do you mean feedback? Like
there's just some feedback in your mic.
Like you can hear something, like buzzing or something.
A little bit. It's stopped now.
Oh, I don't know what to.
Weird. I don't know.
I don't know. Must have touched something. I don't know. I mean, it moved it a little bit and it jerked it. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So that was fun. Yeah. So that show was fucking garbage. And now everybody's dead. So Lord of the Rings is over, guys. They wiped out all the ancestors. Galadriel's dead. Yay. Yay for stupid fan fiction. I wouldn't even call this fanfic. I call this hate fiction. These are people who hate the fucking Lord of the Rings, and they're like, "Hey, look, we got our money. We got to buy. Now we're gonna fuck it all up."
Yeah, it's fanfic. Fan fiction is usually like after the book is finished, people go, "Oh, let's do something to continue the story, not go through and
how can we
the story
fuck
up.
it up?" Yeah, these are not fans. Like to make stuff that's like cool because of beloved of the show. Like they want to make Vader clips with Vader doing something cool, or they want to do this or that. This is literally like, how do we make this?
But fan fiction doesn't. They don't usually mess with anything in the story other than they might add on to the story, or they might take away, or like do something prequel to the story. But they don't usually mess with the story itself.
Mm.
At least the fan fictions I've seen.
All I know is this was fucking trash. It made me fucking angry. Beyond fucking angry. I fucking hate this goddamn show with a passion. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. But yeah, no, it pissed me off. I was like, holy shit. Oh, I don't even know what to say. Like every episode gets worse and worse and worse, and it just makes me angrier and angrier.
Well, the fifth episode, there's a few parts of it that I was just like, ugh. Like the fact that when she got on the butt or on the ship, that was annoying.
Like the whole slow motion, her like climbing on the ship, and everybody's looking at her like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my god, look at her! And they all like look like they're wanting to like sleep with her or something. It literally did. Like half the soldiers were like licking their lips, looking at her.
Ugh. Man, like also, didn't they hate her? Like the whole point was they hated her. She's an elf, and then like literally less than like a day, they're like, we're all right. She's cool. She's cool. We like her. Actually. We're going to go to war. It's okay. Oh, by the way, the Númenóreans, their war, this time period, the Númenóreans are supposed to be the most powerful militant force on Middle Earth, or in Tolkien's world. They're supposed to even be stronger than the elves. They're literally so powerful. Their armies are so great. They show up at the gates of Mordor, and fucking Sauron surrenders because he's afraid that if they go to war, they'll wipe out everything he's planning. So he gives himself up, and they take him back to Numenor as a prisoner, or he corrupts them from the inside. They have a bunch of teenage kids who can't fucking sword fight in this show. being beaten by a little elf girl who can't even wield a sword herself. Oh my god, I hate this show. Oh, the writing is so bad. Like the dialogue she makes between her and the soldiers when she's training them is so fucking stupid. There's only one way to kill an orc. What? Why is there only one way? Like, you know, I've seen Lord of the Rings, so I know they can get from arrows, axes, decapitation, stabs to the heart. She's like, you stab, you twist, and you gut. I'm like, what the fuck? Are the fucking writers of the show this fucking stupid? There's like, what sounds cool, guys? Hey, what if we stab, twist, gut? And they're like, yeah, man, that sounds cool. She literally says in the fucking right before they should come at me. All she did, like, all they were missing was, bro, come at me, bro. Come on, bro. Fuck.
I would have laughed if they would have done that. Come at me, bro.
It was come at me. It was pretty much, but she was looking at him like, bro, come on, bring it on. I'm like, fuck's sake. Fuck. I want to find these fucking writers and put a fucking baseball bat against their fucking skull. That's what they deserve. Writing this garbage.
I don't know, but I feel that far.
I do. They should be burned alive at the stake for heresy. Touching one of the greatest written works of art in our fucking history. And this is what they do to it. This is like some rich guy got a hold of Mona Lisa and wiped shit all over it and tried to sell it for $1 billion. Hey guys, look at this. Yeah, my ass is all cheeks have been all over it, and that's my poop stains. Ain't it a masterpiece? Sure. Can I stab you in the face now for destroying a $1 trillion works of art? For fuck's sake, this thing was so bad. I don't know how people are praising. Like, there's on Twitter, you see like the fucking shills and the stands all over. Like, yeah, this is the greatest scene ever. Oh my god, Mount Doom was created. I never got to see that, and now I can die happy. I'm like, that's not how Mount Doom was fucking created. Mordor was created by. It was not even created by Sauron himself. It was actually created by Morgoth during before the First Age, when he went to and he created all his like Dark Realm, when he created all the orcs. I'm not kidding. I hate this show. Oh, in this episode they make Galadriel and Sauron like lovey-dovey almost. They're like really talking it up and like looking at each other like, oh yeah. I'm like, they're shipping Galadriel and Sauron. This is fucking disgusting. Like, hey Galadriel, at this point you're married. You have kids. You've never gone to Numenor. Ever. Fuck, I hate this show. I saw a tweet where this guy's like, I'm a military vet. I love Galadriel. She shows the true warrior spirit. I'm like, I'm a fucking veteran too. And if anybody acted like this piece of shit, I'd have punched her in the fucking nose. It's a condescending bitch. Also this episode, they have a scene where she's on the boat and Isildur comes up to her and he's talking like he's kind of feels bad that they put him as like the stable hand. He's like, I'm just a stable hand. Nobody cares. She's like, it's the small things that humble us that does the greatest teaching. I'm like, Galadriel, you're the last fucking person who should tell anybody about humble. You fucking sarcastic, snide fucking bitch. I'd have pushed her off the boat in her full armor. Like, swim back to land now, bitch! Also, who travels a 3-day sea voyage in full armor on a ship over the ocean?
I don't know, man. That's what I said in the first one when they were traveling with all of those people. With
Like,
full
what
armor.
happens if you hit a storm and you all fall off in your armor? You sink. God, I hate this show. There's no logic. They couldn't even try. They're like, it's fantasy. We don't need logic. No, fuck you. You do. Every fantasy world has some logic. It has its rules. It has a basis in reality so that people can understand what's happening. So it's not so fucking stupid. God, even with the world of magic, there's still fucking rules. Also, did you hear that one of the main characters she's like, so she's talking to Isildur and she's like, so what happened to your mother? And what's his name comes over? I can't think of the name of the fucking dude, but he comes over and he starts talking about the sunset. He's like, it's weird to see the sunset come over the sea. What? You live on a fucking island. You're a sailor. How the fuck? What? How is it that you? I want to bash my brains in. You've never seen the sunset over the sea, but yet you're a sailor on an island nation. Fox, and then like for out of nowhere, then she's like walking away, and she's like, "Well, you didn't answer my question." He goes, "She drowned." The sea is always right. My wife got killed. She drowned. Oh, I hate this show. Oh, fucking hate this show. Rings of Power is such trash. Oh, so okay. Did you see the House of Dragon latest episode?
Yeah.
So what'd you think of the new actresses?
They're all right. So I mean, I don't mind them yet. It's almost the weird thing is it's almost like a whole new show. So you gotta let yourself like grow used to them because you haven't even really learned met them yet. So
yeah, I don't know if I like them as much as I like the other ones. So I started really liking the other actresses, and now it's.
I mean, I wasn't a big fan of not Allison's character, but the other one,
white hair girl.
Yeah,
I thought she did a good job.
The teenage version, like she was just, and I get that she was a teenager and she's supposed to go through all those weird emotions and be weird and all that stuff, but
she was the only thing that made me kind of weird about the show was she kept complaining that she did not want to be a baby factory. Pretty much, like that's the whole thing. Like I don't want to be stuck.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
and now she is. What? She married. So that's why she married a gay guy, because she's like, you can have fun with whoever you want, and I can have fun with whoever I want. And I thought the only thing what they were going to do is they were going to have kids to get like maybe one or two kids together, just so they could do their duty. And that was it. And then she's going to just go have fun with other dudes, and then not have kids. But now she's like, she's not even having kids with him. She's having kids with all this like Captain the Guard guy. And it's like, oh boy.
Yeah, but you knew that was a possibility, though.
Well, yeah, but they have the tea, right? Because she should have been taking the tea every time she went with that, just to prevent the pregnancies, but she doesn't. So yeah, so the whole show is like everybody hates her now because everybody like the only one who's like denying that she's been screwing everyone over is the king, because he refuses to admit that his daughter is like fucking around. And he's like, it's fine. And everyone's like, no, it's not. Because you know what's going to happen if this gets discovered? Like, big old war.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was an interesting little twist, and it probably does stay true to the story. I just have never read the book.
I will admit, the scene that really threw me off was a dude jerking off in a window. I was like, oh my God, did they really need that in there? Like, oh my, like he's literally in the full blown the window. There's like everybody can see him. He's like, yeah. I'm like, why? And his mom walks in and he's like, oh shit. It's like, dude, you fucking got busted. Jesus Christ. Oh, I was like, whatever.
That was a weird thing.
I don't know. I have to see another couple episodes before I really see how the new actresses do, if I really like them or not. But I was really enjoying. I think that was the weakest episode yet. Was this last one of House of Dragon? Those were fantastic. So, and also people came out with a good point. They were like, why would that one chick, the new wife of what's his name, kill herself because she was having trouble with childbirth, and they said it would take her life, but they could do the C-section, but it was no, it wasn't a clear thing. And then she just like gets out of bed and goes on the dragon, commands the dragon to burn her and the baby, which didn't make any sense. A lot of people were like, if she's gonna die, that's fine, but she should have allowed them to get the baby at least. But it didn't really.
They said they had a really low chance of the baby surviving too, so she probably just felt like.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It just wow. A lot of people were like, they didn't really set up a good enough reason to say, hey, there's really no chance that you or the baby's gonna do well. So she did say she wanted to die like a dragon rider. So I don't know. But now her daughter can have, because her daughter was in there saying how she doesn't have a dragon. I wonder if they'll like get the dragon and go to the daughter now. So I don't know. I had to keep watching because I'm enjoying it. I watched the first episode of Game of Thrones again. I want to watch more, but I also know what happens. So I don't want to watch more. Because I don't want to get invested in the show. I'm like, I love this show, and then be like, oh yeah, it's gonna end like shit. It's like there's so many shows out there I'm so afraid of picking up again. Like Lucifer, I like that show. And the last season came out, and I was like, I want to watch it, but I don't, because what if it with the shit? I don't want to be fucking spoiled.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, they did the half of season 1, and they were doing the second half later, and they finally released the second half, and I was like, I like the first half. I don't want to. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm so afraid that shit politics are gonna get into the show, and they're gonna turn it into some fucking bullshit, and I'm gonna hate it, and it's gonna ruin the whole experience for me. And I was like, no, I almost don't want to end it. It's like, I don't know. Still gotta watch the new. What's that show? Not the Mortal Kombat. What am I thinking? Not Mortal Kombat. Cobra Kai. I gotta watch the new season of Cobra Kai still.
That's a really good season.
Yeah, I gotta watch it with Caitlin though, because we watch them together and reviewing them together. So I'm waiting for her to finish the other show she's on. So I wish she'd hurry up because I want to watch good stuff. And I watched Cyberpunk. Did you say you watched Cyberpunk or not yet?
I watched the first couple.
You never finished it? I told you to finish it, dude. You need to finish it. It's so fucking good. The ending pays off so well. And it's just like, oh my god. And it's also in the game, because the latest patch to the game, they actually have quest line with you find his jacket and stuff in the world. That's pretty cool. And you get to learn about them. And they did a good job. They have it where it's tied into the story. When you were gone to Atlanta, because in the beginning, if you remember the beginning, he's gone for a couple of years and he comes back. And people are like, "So how was Atlanta?" And you're like, "Yeah, it was all right, but I decided that Night City was where I belonged, so I came back." There was the whole time period when this happened was when you were in Atlanta. So this guy came up, became the number one merc, and then fucking faces off against the best merc, and it gets just fucking, it's so good. It pays off really well. So yeah, you definitely want to see it. Yeah. I'm almost done with Cyberpunk too. I've got to the point where I got to go talk to this chick on the Sokka Tower, or one of the Sokka people. I'm supposed to be getting close to the ending. I'm hoping I didn't fuck it up, because there's a way that you can have a secret ending with Johnny that I want, and I'm wondering if I already went past where I had to. I hope not, because it said you need to get 70% or higher with him to get this special scene. I'm at 60% now. And I went to go talk to that chick, and it's this will end this this section of the game. If you continue this point, you won't be able to stop. I'm like, oh, this is probably the end. I hope not. I'm like, oh no. Did I fuck it up?
Yeah.
I was like, I think I fucked it up. So there's like different paths. There's supposed to be like all these different paths you can take, but so far I've been trying to do all of it. I've been trying to do 100% clear because I've been doing all the gigs. I've almost got all the gig people completed. I get all the side quests done except the fighting one because my character is like a cyberware guy, so he doesn't actually fight with his hands. He has a pistol and he uses his cyberware to hack people. I just fucking I kill everyone with hacks. It's so great. I could like literally just stand back, get their camera under my control, and then just like kill everybody in the whole place before I even walk in. I think my next playthrough, I'm either gonna do a corporal or the other guys. I'm gonna do like one's gonna be like a vet. I'm gonna do like a vet build where it's like he's an army like super soldier vet, and one's gonna be I was either going to do a vet where he's like he was in the corporal ward and he's a corporate now, but he's like assault rifle, techie, super soldier. And then I was going to do like a hitman one where that one I'm probably going to do corporal though because hitman makes more sense corporate. You wear the suits, you get the bald head. You get a pistol and you're sneaky and you just go in and just fucking assassinate everybody around you. So I was thinking about doing that as one of the playthroughs. Hitman and because I already did the Street Kid, that was what this one was. There's an expansion coming out soon for it, like the only expansion they're gonna do, but it's only for PC and like next gen. So I'm thinking of getting that and trying that out. So that'll be cool when that comes out. But yeah, that show made fucking Cyberpunk game like explode. Especially now that most of the bugs are gone and the game like works like way smoother. It's actually playable.
I haven't played it in a long time.
It's fun. It's just there was like issues with it. I still have some issues. Like there's certain things where it'll glitch out because of saving. Like at certain points, like the saving will take forever. Like it has like an auto save, and you're sitting there like, okay, the hell. 5 minutes later, it's like, okay, and then it's like, oh, but the thing took too long, so it glitched it out, and it's not letting you activate your quest. And like, what the fuck? I had to like reload like way back and then come back and do it again, and it fixed it. But I don't know. Oh. But yeah, so other than the Rings of Power being shit and House Dragon being pretty decent, and other than that, what have you been up to?
Working. Other than that, not much.
A Rippaverse comic comes here on Monday. I can't wait to fucking review that. That's gonna be fucking fun.
Which one?
Huh? The Rippaverse? It's you gotta look at it. It's got its own website. Look up Rippaverse.com. It's a guy who created his own comic book company. Rippa. He's a YouTuber. Did his own he created his own company pretty much, and it's put out their first 90-page comic book, and it looks fucking awesome. I backed it. I'm waiting for it to get here. Supposed to get here on Monday. I got the email finally. It's like, yeah. Then I backed Shadowversity's freaking novel. His graphic novel. I got both hardcovers. I got the graphic novel and his actual novel, both in hardcover. I want the leather bound, but it's like $200. It's like $207. I was like, oh, can't do that.
No.
There's one where you get everything, and it's like $500 for the full on.
Yeah, I think
all
you
the covers. And, yeah, I was like, I want that so bad, but that's way out of my price range. Lizzie would kill me. I'd be a dead man. She'd be like, what's this for $500? What? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna start going through my book with a highlighter, and I'm gonna start highlighting certain things and stuff like that, so we can start working on the second book. Oh, I just gotta figure out how I want to start it. I gotta talk to Dad too. I gotta find out the timelines of what I want to put in the book. I want to make sure it actually fits with like timelines. I want to screw it up because he knows that biblical timeline stuff more than I do.
Which one?
Because I was gonna have 2 different scenes where Arthas and Theos actually attend the angels to actually witness. It's the not Jared. What is that city? God White turns to ash or salt. He turns them all to salt.
Oh, I know Sodom and Gomorrah. He turns everybody into
Sodom and
stone.
Gomorrah, yeah. Well, they're turned to salt pillars. He turns everybody to like pretty much stone, but it's like different. I want them to witness that, and then they're also gonna witness the flood. So I got to find out what the time period is between Sodom and Gomorrah and the flood. I'm pretty sure Sodom and Gomorrah comes first, or does that come later? I got to find out. I can't remember. Dad would know, so I got to ask him. And like, how many years does he think that it was between those 2 events? Because in this book, the flood's one of the main things going to be in the second book that really kicks off the wars and stuff. So it's gonna be interesting. Then I need to start on my short novels while I'm at it. Just wish I was selling more books, guys. Please buy my books. I didn't sell a single book last month, not a single one, which is disappointing. So please, people, buy my books. I still have like under 30 books sold, so gotta get that number up there, guys. If anybody wants an audiobook, help me get this book selling. I can't do the audiobook until I make enough money unless I can find someone who's willing to record the whole book for like decent price. Because the only ones I found online through their like program, like the ones you can hire, are like thousands of dollars. But the one I really liked was like $3,000. I'd have to pay him to do the book. I was like, dude, I don't know if I want that. What are you playing? You playing a game?
Yeah, I'm just playing a game. Almost done with it.
You still playing Guild Wars 2? I got me a cool skin on that game. I finally got one of the skins I wanted. It's not the ghost one that you like so much, but it's one and you can actually recolor it. It's a flaming one. It's got fire, like, and it's got skulls and stuff. And I was like, ooh. And I changed it to like this green fire. So my necromancer looks like he's like burning green flaming dude. It's like cool looking. I gotta get back into it more. I've been playing Cyberpunk almost nonstop. I gotta stop playing Cyberpunk so much. I've been looking for a good survival game, but I haven't been able to find one that I'm like looks interesting. Survival or a really good horror game. I need a good horror game because it's October. Something that really make my fucking blood fucking go cold or something. I don't know. But I haven't seen anything on Steam that's like, woohoo! So, yay. Oh. Most of the animes I've been watching on Crunchyroll are pretty much over with now. Most of them have all their seasons or ending. So I was like, ugh, that sucks. It's like you finish the episode. Oh, it was so good, and they're like, all right, that's the end of this season. Congrats, guys! Can't wait to see next season. I'm like, oh no, like this show. Ugh. But yeah, so fun. I'm drinking right now some Kraken with my root beer. Trying to get the I thought about trying to play Outward, but because it's kind of survival. But a lot of people say it's like, eh. So I'm like, There's like Green Hell and there's something like that, but they're all like older games, like older, survival games. So I don't know, like, which one would be like really good? Kid's killing my shoulder. Oh, I love Minisphere, but he's being a butt. Oh, yeah. Oh boy. So when is your daughter due or another kid due?
Well, we don't know what it is yet, but March sometime.
So you and Amanda are both in March then.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And Amanda said something about being due in March. So you're all gonna have due in Asher's first birthday. Or second birthday, technically. It's his number 2 birthday.
And I think we're like really early March though, and I think Amanda's like late March.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Just say if you have another boy, like, it would be weird if we like all had boys in January, like our parents. Like, what's wrong with our family? Are we cursed? But yeah. Oh. So, what are you playing?
I was playing CSGO. It's a garbage game.
Why do you play it?
Because there's no other good games.
Wow.
No good games, man. They're all garbage right now. Somebody make a good game, please. Please, somebody. I don't care. Somebody.
Hey, Small Time Republic. How you doing? Yeah, right. Like, I've been looking, like, I want to play either survival or horror, but I'm like, I haven't played that. I played that. I haven't played it, but I've never heard good things. I'm like, or that's not out yet. Or that's going to be out next year. I'm like,
Yeah, dude, I was looking on Steam earlier today, and nothing. Literally nothing sounds good.
I'm not seeing anything that I'm like, woohoo.
Like, I thought I was gonna like that one game that I texted you about. It's like got it, and then I played it, and I was like, no, just no.
The craft or whatever.
Like you build your forge, right? Your forge doesn't have any animation to it whatsoever. It's just a block of stone. It's just look like a stone looking forge looking thing, which doesn't even look that cool. You click on it, then you put your stuff in the forge, and it just automatically does it. There's no like.
Oh yeah, no
Animations, no nothing fun, and then it was really easy too. Like you can sit there and auto knock down trees and stuff for wood. And like so you could go watch a movie while you're sitting there just cutting trees down.
Yeah, like some people like that what's it called, Phasmophobia, which is like a ghost game. A lot of people play that, but it's like very indie. So I'm like, I don't really know if I want to play that one right now.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. There's nothing that like really stands out.
No, there hasn't been. Like I've been looking for something that has been not out for too long, but kind of newerish. But there's nothing.
Nothing I haven't played already. Yeah.
Nothing good, man. There's just like
I'm enjoying Cyberpunk, but it's not a new game, so I'll probably play a couple of playthroughs until I get what I wanted.
Out of a million some odd games, there's just like nothing that has like decent graphics, like good, I don't know, stuff in it.
Story.
Like a decent story, Not it doesn't have to. It doesn't even have to be that deep of a story. If it's just a decent story, I'll be happy.
Well, it's 14. I just gotta get back into it. I haven't been
I
playing
don't
Final
want to
Fantasy
pay
14 in a
monthly
while.
though. That's the problem.
Well, what I did is I just buy the cards and I put up like 3 months of the cards and then that's about it. I usually play until the cards are run out, and then if I keep playing, I'll get more cards, or I'll just wait until new things come out, and then I'll get cards again. But I just haven't. They had the new patches came out, but I'm just like, I don't know. I love 14, but just like right now, I'm just either like everybody gets that point where there's like they get burned out of a game for a little bit, and they just need some time before they get back into it. 14's like that with me. Like I've been around since 1.0, so I'm on and off. So it's just like, okay, this is fun. I did everything I could possibly do except for like nonstop grind for my armor. That was just gonna get replaced in the next patch by in the first dungeon or the second dungeon gear. So I'll just wait till the next patch comes out. So just breaking my, boring myself to death, running the same dungeons over and over and over again.
Like I would play this game. I'm looking at it right now. It's called Captain Bones, but the graphics are just like kid graphics. They look like anime. It looks like a weird.
Captain Bones. What is that?
It's on Steam. Came out in July 22. So like 3 months ago. Not even 3 months ago. 2.5 months ago.
Oh.
I mean, it looks fine, but like the graphics kind of look, I don't know, underwhelming.
$8 for Shadow of War. Like I like those games. They're all right. The Lord of the Rings games, they were okay. I didn't really enjoy the story of them because they broke some of the lore of the actual like Lord of the Rings. The second was way too like army buildy. It was like that was a big thing I hated. Like I liked like the main story, and then it's like you get to a certain point where you have to take control of the orc armies, and you got to make your own orc army against Sauron's. And it just from then on, it was just like a bore to me. It was like nonstop. Hey, get your general up. Oh, by the way, you failed, so your general you've been working on died. Congratulations. Now you got to get a new general. It's like, oh, fuck's sake. I think the first one was better. I think the second one was just like way too much.
Yeah.
That's the only point I didn't like about the Shadow War is like you had to like build your own army and stuff. I never liked that kind of stuff. Like certain games like that I like, but not that one.
There's only been 2 army builders.
Well, that one's like it's a fantasy game.
Three technically. I like Age of Empires. Those were pretty good.
Yeah.
Empire Earth was one of my favorite ones, and then of course StarCraft 2.
I tried to play those the Warhammer build.
I'm not.
The
I don't
Total
like the
Wars.
Warhammer ones. No,
the Total War. I could not grasp.
I can't get it. I couldn't get it. I'm not a big fan of the Total War thing.
Like
I would rather just be able to build my troops.
I followed people's like advice, and they're like, "Hey, take this army, and as long as you're doing this, it'll be fine." And then like within like 5 minutes, I lost everything. The hell did I do wrong?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really
I picked the orcs first, and like orcs, like your people betray you if you're not constantly like going to battle with someone else. So it's like, well, I tried that, and then it's like you lost like 50% of your troops in the last battle. I'm like, well, maybe I should take some time to try to rebuild. No, because as soon as I try to take like a day to rebuild my army, they all betrayed me. Like my general was like, "You're too weak. You not fight. Me take over." I'm like, "What the fuck? I need a builder. You're not gonna have an army left." Like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't do very well.
I tried the vampires because like the vampires are supposed to be really good, and then
that fucking got destroyed like seconds. Like they wiped out my main force in like first like turn, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like I didn't have any chance to do anything. Like I moved to one space and like one thing, and it was like do this, and I was like okay, and then I gotta wait till like they do their whole turns. Like the enemy sitting like three like their generals against my one, and I was like, the first turn, are you fucking kidding me? And they killed all my dudes. I was like, well, now I got a city that has no vampires, no army, except for like one that's like really far away. I'm so fucked.
Yeah, I don't know. StarCraft 2 was the most, I think, fast paced.
I thought about getting one like farming games, like like the like just for screw around, like when I'm bored, or just. But then I'm looking at them, I'm like,
Yeah,
what's these look like?
I tried some farming ones. I've tried some different simulator ones, and I'm not a big fan. I tried Euro Truck Simulator, and I really suck at that. So I was like, nope.
There was one that like everybody praises, but I'm like, I don't know. It looks like Animal Crossing, but different.
Yeah, I'll be right back. One sec.
How you doing, Small Time Republic? Hope you're doing well. Oh, eye itches. Hopefully this little one will go to sleep this time, and I can actually move around. The Forest, Days Gone, Ark. I don't really like that Ark. Dying Light. I need a good horror game. Horror or survival, one of the two. Something that kind of makes something I would actually enjoy. A lot of these are just like, I don't know. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, we're having fun. Daughter had her soccer game today, so I got to be outside in a hot ass fucking sun for like 3 hours. That was fun. Oh, Dinkum, that was the name of that freaking farming. Yeah, Dinkum. I don't know. I gotta find me a good game. Something good that's sweet, kind of like freaky. There's a lot of ones that are coming out soon that look interesting, but they're not going to be out like in the next month, which kind of sucks. Oh, there's a new horror game, Cholesterol Protocol. Oh, Callisto Protocol. That might be interesting. That was a good horror. Ixion, that's coming soon. Void Train. Rooted. Not yet. This might Wild West Dynasty. That might actually be good. To create your own like Wild West town, that'd be interesting. Dune Awakening. Oh, is that the MMO that they're gonna the Dune MMO? I think that that's it. Yep, coming soon. I can't believe that's almost out. Is that almost out? They just announced that. It's been a long time before that comes out. I just not seeing anything that like makes me go, yeah. That's what I want to play next. Scum. I saw a thing on that, and I was like, I don't know. I want a survival. It's more fantasy than like you go collect guns and then win. Like I liked Dead Island, but then like after you get like certain guns, it's just the whole freaking game just becomes too fucking easy. Small time plug. You play video games at all? Are you a game guy or not? Man, I'm just not seeing anything on Steam that's like, hell yeah. I still got a couple games I enjoy. I need to do streams of game. I need to get me a game capture card. Because every time I try to do gaming streams, my freaking internet just goes to shit. My videos go to shit, and it just looks horrible. I don't even know why. It's like, it'll be fine. But as soon as I put a game and the stream on, it just crushes everything. I don't play much anymore. Yeah, I play every once in a while when I'm like bored and I just want to do something. I like turn on YouTube and I just put on the game and I just listen to guys talk. I'm playing. It's usually what I do. Usually it's late though. Night when I get to do stuff like that. Just not seeing anything. I need a good horror game though. It's horror season, so I really need something that just goes, yeah. Gloomwood, what's that? It's got very positive reviews, but that doesn't mean anything. Early access game though. This means it's probably got a lot of fucking issues. Stealth horror classic in the making. So it's just a stealth horror. You sneak around and shoot shit. Nah, no. Not what I'm looking for. But when you play games, what's your genre there? Small Time Republic? Are you like a shooter games? Do you like story RPGs, JRPGs, build your own world kind of thing? Oh, is this what you said on Bone Lab? It's $39. Wait, is this a VR game? I don't think so. Oh, it is a VR game. Oh. Okay, that's a VR game then. I don't have. My kid has a VR, but I don't. Well, GTA games, football games. Oh, okay. I never got. I could never play sport games. It just bored me to death. Same with shooting games. A lot of like war games just bored me to death. Like the same with Call of Duty and stuff like that. I used to be big into them, and then I joined the military and actually did it in real life. And I could never really play the games anymore. It was like, I just did. It was just, you could tell like how bad they did compared to like what war really feels like. I used to actually make jokes in the military that I would become a game dev and I would make the first realistic war game. And people were like, that would never sell, right? I'm like, yeah, it will never sell. People play like 10 minutes of it and be like, fuck this game. Because it would literally be like, hey, you're on post for the next 8 hours. Here's an open field. Your job is make sure we don't get attacked. And that would make it like real time. Like you have to literally sit there for 8 hours, like looking back and forth with your controller, like scanning the perimeter, making sure no one attacks. And if you for like a couple minutes stop looking, like you get shot and killed. And the game over. So for 8 hours, you can't pause or save the game either. So you literally have to stand there for 8 hours looking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Whole time trying not to gouge out your eyeballs or lose your mind because you're like, God damn, I'm fucking 8 hour fucking shifts. Oh, that's real war for you. Most of the time it's like you'll get like 30 minutes of like hardcore heart racing action, and then you're like nothing for days and weeks, and nothing fucking happens. And you're just like, well, most of the time though, in the real war, you're like, fuck yeah, nothing's fucking happening. I like that. I don't mind when I'm bored. Stray is a fucking horror game. You play as a cat. How is that a horror game? Like dogs eat you or something? I want to hear about the burn pits in the Iraq War. Yeah, I was at Camp Lejeune. Yep. So I know all about the contaminated water. Yeah. And the burn pits. Yep. That was fun. Yeah. Burn pits. And you get to like the worst. I think burn pits weren't even that bad. It was like fucking when you had to burn the fucking shitters. That shit sucked. That was worse than anything. Because we didn't really have, we don't have a shit. We have a burn pit where we throw our shit in, or you have like they made these like little porta potty fucking things with like they have barrels, and every so often you got to melt down the barrels and you got to stir it with a fucking metal pipe. Oh god, that was gross. That was I had to use my gas mask to fucking survive that shit. Oh yeah, that would be a fucking event in my game. Like, hey, it's 100 degrees out. The shitter's full. Cunningham, you and Hugh, go to the fucking grab the shit. Lay it on fire. We can melt that shit down. It's like, yay. Or like the fuck games in the middle of Warzone where you're on a fob and some fucking like higher up comes to the fob to inspect it and doesn't like where your water pile is. So you have to move like 1,000 containers of water to a different area of the fucking fob for no fucking reason. You fucking jackass. It's like, yeah, the pile of your water, all those water things are there, but I kind of wish it was over there. And like, they're like, all right, guys, move them all over there. And then like 10 minutes after you finally get it done after hours of moving all this water, and they're like, yeah, you know what? It was actually better over there. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking shoot you. Oh my god, I want to fucking kill this fucking piece of shit. Oh, like, I'll go stand post. Can I go stand post? Oh, fun times. Fucking can you imagine that being a game though? Like instead of like Call of Duty, it's like the most realistic war game ever. People are like, this is really what war is like? Like, yeah. Or have it where like your base gets attacked, but it's on the other side of the base, but you can't leave. Oh, that would be funny. Clark, sure's full, cousin Eddie. Yeah.
Mate.
All right.
Sorry.
No, we were talking. I was talking with Small Time Republic. What, like when I was in the military, because I don't play many war games because they're all like super fake and they annoy me. And so I have to like, because I when in the military, I was gonna making jokes to their guys that we should make like all become game devs and make a realistic war game, or like you're today because we had shifts and you had like one day you were on guard duty or post, then you were on patrol, and then you were an off day. And on post, you were literally standing on like an upraised little tower thing made of freaking sandbags, and your job was to search. You had this corner, this field over here, the north. You had to watch all the north side of the base to make sure you don't get attacked. Well, you have 8-hour shifts. You got 8 on, 12 off. And you're standing there watching, looking at this empty, because where our fob was is pretty much like we were like the outside of the town. And so we were watching like little farm fields. And so like 8 hours of just standing there looking back and forth on the field, making sure no one's like going to attack you. And I was like, can you imagine if that was a realistic game? Like, I would do it where it's real time. Like, no time skips. You can't pause. You can't do anything. You literally have to move your controller back and forth like you're looking back and forth for 8 straight hours. Like 8 real-time hours. And if you stop looking and go away for a while thinking you'll be fine, after like 30 seconds to like a minute of you not looking back and forth, a sniper will shoot you in the face and you die and you lose. And there's like, if you die, there's no coming back, no respawn. You have to start the game all over again. And then he was like, yeah, what about like the burn pits and stuff? I was like, oh yeah, we could put those in there too. Like, you got the shitters full going and like melt down the shit. So you have to stir fucking a big pipe in a thing of shit. And it's like, ugh. Yeah, it's fun. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna try to put this kid down. Hopefully he's falling asleep enough that I can not feel like my shoulder's gonna fall off.
So what are you up to tonight, Small Time?
Oh, I'm back. Oh. Ow. I swear, holding that kid all fucking really tearing my muscles. Oh. Fear 2. $3. Jeez, that's not oh. So what game were you talking about? The Bone something?
Bone, Captain Bone or something.
Oh, there's one that was called Bone Lab, but that's a VR game.
No, it's like Captain Bone or something.
Captain Bones.
I started drinking this Golden Road Mango Cart. Pretty good.
What is it?
It's a beer. It's a wheat beer. That's a beer. It's good beer.
Weak. It's a weak beer.
It's a wheat.
That's why you gotta have fucking Kraken and like real drink.
Hmm.
Need more ice. Oh well.
What are you drinking?
Kraken mixed with root beer.
I don't know what Kraken is.
It's like a rum.
Oh. No, I usually drink Scotch straight.
Well, that's nice. I don't like much straight alcohol. I like
Well,
this because
you don't drink it, you
Kraken.
sip on it.
Well, Kraken mixed with root beer, it kind of really tastes like vanilla root. If you mix it right, it tastes like vanilla root beer. So it tastes great, and it gets fucking hammered. I fucking love rum. Love my rum.
I don't
I'm
really
a
try to
rum
get,
man.
I don't really try to get hammered. I do like a good Scotch though. Good Scotches. I have a Dewar's 18 upstairs that I put in my decanter.
Oh yeah.
I drink that on
And
Sundays.
this does look really dumb. This looks it's Captain
Yeah, I mean-
Bones thing. Yeah.
I
looks
mean,
very-
the game looks like it'd be fun to play, but then it's the graphics. I just can't get over the animated looking graphics.
Well, yeah, they're like they're not even animated. They're like really cheap. I don't know what you call that. Like, there was another game that's called Salt 2. It was a kind of piratey game, but that looks like they try to do Sea of Thieves, but with like any of the good stuff.
Yeah, it's so like, I don't know. It looks like a game that could be on like, I don't know.
Switch.
No, not Switch. Like Roblox or something.
Oh yeah, Dinkum. That was the game I was talking about. The farming game I was looking at. Like everybody's like, it's such a great game. I looked at it, I was like, people like Sea of Thieves. I've tried it, and I just
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it. I couldn't. I wasn't a big fan.
Because you have to like know people to really play Sea of Thieves. You need to have like friends and stuff. Because if you're all by yourself, if you don't get with anybody, you're pretty much screwed. Try Grounded. You ever try that Grounded game where you're like a little kid? Like you look like a. I don't like. The only thing I don't like about Grounded is you have to pick like pre-created characters. I think that's annoying.
Yeah,
If you're gonna have
I tried Grounded,
to-
but I wasn't a big fan of Grounded. Like I mean, you can play it for free if you have the Game Pass with Xbox. I tried it for free for a while.
That's what I was doing. Yeah, I was playing on that. I couldn't get into it though.
It was okay, but it wasn't like there's nothing really.
Vermintide 2 is only $5. That's a good game. Warhammer Vermintide 2. That's on sale. It's
Can't do
80% off right now.
Can't do those games.
Really? That was a good one though. Dolmen. I just want a good horror game that just makes me go, yeah. It makes me jump. But it's also fun.
I wonder if they created any more of the one horror game that I played.
What's that?
Let me find that real quick. It was kind of fun. I mean, it's like a co-op horror game. Let's see if I can find it.
There's some good survival horror games, but the problem is like I don't know.
I couldn't get into everybody was all into the forest or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, I looked into it and I was like, it's still old now though.
I bought it and I got into it and it's just so buggy. Like I kept falling through the world. That was like not even a few months ago, and it's been out for a long time. So I don't know. I don't know how anybody wants to play that game if you keep.
How is this a horror game? Stray is a horror game. You play as a cat. You gotta run around the world and not get like attacked. You gotta like try to escape from getting killed. But how is that like horror? You're a cat. There's a new horror game that just came out, I guess, or you could buy it. I don't know if it's completely out yet, but it looked actually pretty good. It looked like almost like a Dead Space. The first Last of Us was a good game. Yeah, the second was trash. Yeah, the Last of Us was a good one. That's a good horror. That was kind of horror, yeah.
Passerby. I wonder if they did anything new with Passerby.
Passerby?
Yeah,
I don't know.
PACIFY.
I need to figure out how to get a good like stream going where me playing a game and do like a really freaking hardcore horror game and make me fucking jump. Those are always the funnest ones. Is like when you freaking. I was watching X-Ray Girl play Alien game. It was hilarious because she was playing on Twitch. I guess they have like a thing on Twitch where you can like send like music or like certain like voice buttons to them, and like she would like be doing something, and like this one guy was always doing like this like little girl scream out of fucking nowhere. She'd be like standing there, like like, "Wah!" She'd fucking jump. She's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" I was like, ah. It was so fun. It was fun to watch.
I looked at that one on Steam, but I don't see any new areas. So.
Oh, here's one that's supposed to be really fucking the mortuary assistant. That one's supposed to be fucked up. Like I like horror, but I don't want like weird, like grody, fucked up shit. Like that one's like dead bodies that come alive and like I don't know. Like Dead Space was one of my favorite like horror games. And Fear, I liked Fear back in the day. It looks like crap now, but back then it was like cool. I was like, man, Fear is so cool. I'm like, I love this game, and now it looks like, wow, can't believe I praised that game. It looks so bad. What's this one? Expedition Argatha. Survival.
I just clicked on it and see what it was like.
What?
That's what I'm looking at that right now.
Oh, are you? Looks like it's like medieval. Swords and stuff. Graphics don't look horrible. Some zombie stuff in there. Explorer. Looter survival game. Explorer. And
It's a battle royale.
This is a battle royale?
Yep.
Doesn't say. Where does it say battle royale?
This is popular user tags: early access, action, FPS, and battle royale.
Okay, is this like a thing where you gotta go around and try to find?
Yeah, it's like you drop into a world and you go and you grab like your weapons and you try and kill each other. Yeah.
Okay, they can play solo or up to 2 friends, and they fight their way across the island. The game features a hardcore, full-loop PvP experience, dangerous NPCs from the region, but even more lethal players stalk the land and search for treasures and blood. Enter raids, loot for resources, defeat enemies, complete quests, and extract safety.
And it's a big PvP game.
Is it EA? Yes. Does it have the same issues as EA? Yes. Is it worth the price tag? Yes. Saying it's EA and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like my kind of game.
Oh my gosh, I love when they have the people of this game, the player. I don't like this game because the players are toxic. You'll have full armored players running around and killing anybody who are
No, it's pretty
gearless for
annoying.
fun.
That was pretty annoying.
Like, that was like one of my favorite things to do on WoW.
Oh, I hated that. I hated it. I couldn't stand WoW.
I love like hunting down fucking newbies for a
No,
while.
man.
Like
Let's
wiping
go.
out whole newbie areas just to fuck with them. Like they can't do their quest because I killed all the fucking people.
That's so messed up, dude. Like, I hated the fact that like I'll try to like go on level, and some high level people would come in and just destroy us. And I'm like, I only have like an hour to play the game, and the whole hour I'm just getting destroyed by players. Like, it's like there's no point. After that, I just
I like
quit.
doing it to people though. Like I would do is I had the high level characters. So when I was playing like lower level characters and I saw like higher level characters show up, I just jump on my other, come and wipe his ass. And I'm like, and then I would go, I like hunt him down, like find his ghost, find out where he's respawning, just constantly hunt him until he finally quit. And then I would go to like the newbie area, their newbie area, and just fucking do the same thing to them.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. I think there should be areas for PVE only, and they don't do that in WoW. So I just
Well, it's up to you too. Like you can like attack the guy and get stuck in the PvP, or you can not and just let him like.
no, they'll still kick your butt. Like they don't care. And there's no way to turn off PvP where you can't get attacked.
Well, yeah,
by
there
the player.
was. Yeah, they do it where like if you attack them, like you attack them. Yes, but they will do it where they'll like get close enough to you. If you use an AOE, it'll hit them, and then you'll switch it to PvP. Okay. Is mom coming?
What?
Is mom here?
Jocelyn. Why would mine?
Well, I don't know. She's the one that went with you. She hasn't been home yet. I don't know. Oh well. Oh. Let's see if my wife texts me. Figure out what the heck's going on.
No, I'm not seeing anything that's all that hooligan.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything that's like woohoo. There was one that I saw earlier that I thought, but it's not out yet. Dark Tide is one of the games I'm kind of looking forward to. Sons of the Forest, I'll look into that. These are all coming out soon. The one that says it's out, it's pre-purchased. Okay, so the Callisto Project or Protocol, the Callisto Protocol. That's the one that I was looking at earlier. That actually looks pretty freaky.
Yeah.
Evil West, actually, that kind of looks cool. Gothic. There's some that are like coming out soon that look good, but they're like all not out yet. It's like, new Lords of the Fallen. I don't know. Last Lords of the Fallen weren't very good. So I don't know if this will be actually good or not. Atlas Fallen, that looked interesting. I'd have to see more on it before I don't know. A lot of stuff is coming out though in like next year or two that are like, ooh, that looks interesting. But other than that, see what's anything going on. We talk about.
Hmm?
Nothing. Someone was commenting on freaking the She-Hulk. I still can't believe you liked that show. What the fuck is wrong with you? Have you been watching it still?
Oh, I haven't watched we haven't come up with any new episodes, so.
Well, I've been watching like the reviews on it, and it's like, how does anybody like this show?
I just thought some of the humor was funny. I haven't watched the new Star Wars show yet either.
What? What'd you say?
So I haven't I haven't watched the new Star Wars show yet either.
Oh no, I haven't watched it. Some people say it was pretty good. What my usual trusted reviewers said it actually wasn't too bad. It was boring, but it wasn't like horrible. I'm like, and then the fucking actress came out and she said one of her character the main character what's her name from Star Wars? I can't think of it. I have terrible names, but the big general chick that was like in the regular Star Wars that everybody respected. She's supposed to be like Nancy Pelosi. That's what they said. They wrote her like she was Nancy Pelosi. I was like, so she's drunk all the time, corrupt, shit. Godly just sent me something. From Sean Hitchcock. Pacify.
Yeah, that's the game I was talking about earlier.
What the fuck is that shit? It was like Fear almost, because Fear had like the little girl. It is like a Fear thing. Like you're trapped in the house. Can't like the things change. You can play with friends.
Yeah. It's not terrible, but
Or
it's not.
against them? Wait, what? Oh, so they're the ghost? Or did he like die?
Against them means that you try to see who wins faster, I think.
It kind of looks like Fear almost. Fear was very like like I liked Fear because it like fucked with your head, and also you get raped at the end. Chick rapes you at the end because like you're like this like you find out you're like actually a super soldier in the first one, I believe, yeah, or was that the second? One of the ones you find out you're like no, the second one you find out you're the child of the guy in the first, and her.
No, this is like little mini game things where you kind of like you have a mission, like they send you on this mission. You're like this.
Oh yeah.
Work for this company, and you like go and your goal is to like kill or like stop the I don't know the soul from basically go and release the soul back to.
If I can't find games I like, I might get The Witcher 3 again and just replay Witcher 3 again. Because at least I know I love that game. I'll play it to the fucking end. Yeah, the Dinkum, yeah, that was a farming game I was looking at because I was like, that looks kind of interesting, but it's very, I don't know. It looks very Nintendo-y. Which I don't mind. It's just, I don't know if I really want to play that right now.
Yeah. What other game?
Huh? Oh, the one I was talking about? It's like that Dinkum. It's supposed to be like a farming simulator kind of. It's supposed to be like an RPG character exploration farming sim thing.
Oh. I've tried some different farming sims, and it just gets boring after a while.
Well, they're not like major games like you spend like hundreds of hours on. They're like games like you're like, I'm bored. I want to do something for like 5-10 minutes. There's one that was not too bad. It was but it was on Epic Store, and I was like, I don't really want to buy anything on Epic Store right now. Craftopia, a lot of people say that's pretty good, but it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't. The graphics is just stupid.
Green Hell, that actually looks supposed to be pretty scary, kind of scary too.
What is it? Green
The
Hell?
green hell. It's like the kind of like the forest in a way. Like you go into you're like in a jungle, stuck in a jungle. You gotta survive. Don't lose your mind, kind of thing. Oh, freaking leg itches.
That one looks pretty good, actually. The graphics look pretty good,
Yeah,
but is it buggy as hell?
I don't know. It says very positive
forest.
reviews, so.
The forest was very buggy.
Rust. I heard a lot of people liked Rust, but it was like I don't really want a survival game
not-
that you're like in like that kind of world. I want more fantasy than like dystopia. Like it's like, oh, the world ended and now you have to survive. You can get guns and boats and
Yeah, I wasn't-
cars and helicopters. And
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
like,
a
I
fan
don't-
of Rust.
I don't really want all that stuff. If I'm gonna get something like that, Valheim is one of my favorite. That game I like. Mon Mothma. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. Mon Mothma. Yeah. She said that Mon Mothma's character is like Nancy Pelosi. I was like, why do you guys want to ruin your show? Like people are actually praising your show, saying it's actually decent Star Wars for Disney. Star Wars is actually, good. And then you're like, oh, it's like Mon Mothma. Like, thanks. Just a second, my freaking the hell, my cord just went out of it. I think I just knocked the cord out of the back of my freaking thing to my screen. I hate when I do that. There it goes. I fixed it. I hate when I do that. Yeah. They're like, it's like Nancy Pelosi. It's like, so she's wasted all the time and lies out her ass. And she's corrupt as fuck. She's taking all the money from the rebellion and stick it in her bank account. I know Nathan plays Conan. That's supposed to be a survival game, but now it's got like sorcery and stuff in it now. So
I played it a long time ago. I wasn't a big fan of it. Michael
Conan.
was the one that played it.
Yeah.
Michael got really big into Conan. I just like the very first time I played it, I like would get to this like river place, and then like the little turtle things would just kick my ass.
Kicking your ass.
And then you go, they're big ass turtles, and then you go like this, you go like up this mountain thing, and like if you fall, you die, and if you die, you go all the way back to where you were before, and you're like, some bitch, you go like walk all the way back there, and you're like, oh.
So it sucked because you were terrible at it.
I was terrible at it. Okay, yes, I was bad at it. So I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. Michael got like really good at it. Like he could like do these little weird twirl things and poke something over and over and over and over until it died. I was like,
that's funny. So the game sucked. You just sucked, and it's okay. It's all right, man. There's some games I suck at.
there's a lot of games I suck at.
Like
A lot
the
of
first Dead Souls, or is it Dark Soul or Dead Soul? Dark Souls. First Dark Soul game, I can never get past like the first fucking level. I'm like, I defeat the demon. I'm in the open. I'm finally in the game, and it's like, go up this thing, and I'm like, dead. I'm like, I don't get this. I suck. But I did enjoy was it that one game that was like Dead Souls that was really good. Freaking let me look it up. What was that freaking game? Elden Ring, yeah. Elden Ring was fucking good. I played the shit out of that game. I actually beat that game.
What game?
Elden Ring. That game's hard. Like it's hard at first, but as soon as you figure out like a good build and get like the stuff you need, you can become like god tier. But you have to like really work on like figuring out how to get it. Like you got to figure out what style you're good at fighting. Like, are you good at magic? Are you good at like dual wielding, or like are you good at? It's up to you. It's all about like how you play. I got really good at dual wielding like the spears, and then I was like a blood build where I would bleed myself, and then all my attacks would be like god tier freaking damage leveled. So I just wiped the floor with everything. And then the last boss will kick the shit out of me because he's like immune to like blood damage. I didn't know that. So I got there. I'm like, yeah, my blood bill's going to kick this dude's out. I was like, douche, douche. Oh, fuck. So he's immune to like all my strongest attacks and just kick the shit out of me. So I had to respec my whole character just to face him. I was so pissed. I was like, God damn it. Kingdom Come Deliverance was decent, but I couldn't get into the combat of that game. Like I got pretty far in the game and I thought I was doing well, and then I just got my ass kicked. And I was like, you aren't high enough in your physical and your training to really defeat this thing. I was like, oh well, jeez. If you like good like tabletop game, you could always play Pathfinder games. Those are pretty good. Wrath of the Righteous is really good. I enjoy that one. Let's see what else is good. Tales of Arise, that was pretty good. What do I still have? The Rising, that was a cool like vampire game. We played that together. I kind of got rid of it though because I was just like, I'm bored.
Good game.
V Rising, remember that game? Like the vampire, like survival.
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
no, it was
kinda
alright. It was alright, but I got to a point where I couldn't do it on my own anymore because, like, you were playing with me for a while, and then you pretty much stopped playing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. So I killed a couple more bosses, and then I ended up having to fight this like undead boss dude who could spawn like a million fucking dudes. There's no way I was gonna fucking win that. I was like, oh well, I'm fucked. Because he stands behind like this, like she'll like spawn like 20 or 30 freaking skeletons in front of you, and there's like super easy to destroy, but she constantly spawns them. And so she's way in the back blasting you with magic attacks while she's like spawning these things. So I'm like killing them in like one sweeps. And I'm like, I can't get to this fucking thing. She's too far away. I was like, god damn it.
Hmm.
What do you listen to?
You do know you have the walkie-talkie, right?
Oh, you're looking at that survival game. Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to see.
There was another game I really enjoyed, but I don't have it on here. I don't think I have it on one of my other things. That was pretty good. It just I never really got into it too much. It was I think it was on my Epic. Was it Epic or was it what store was that on? Might have been Epic. I bought it on. Let me look at my Epic store real quick. Not a big fan of Epic store, but every once in a while I look on there and like, huh?
What'd you buy?
A while ago, there was a medieval game that I was playing on Epic Store.
Oh.
It was it's a survival, but it's I don't know. I couldn't get too far into it. Well, it was co-op. That'd been like way better. I don't think it was co-op though. It was like oh, I can't call. I'm looking for it right now. Some good. What's this one? Some good Warhammer. I like Warhammer stuff. Some of the Warhammer games I like. Oh, there's a card game. I don't want to play no card game. Look at my library, see if it's in there. Get into name, but no, that's not it. It wasn't this one. Where was it then? Oh, it was on the Xbox store. That's where I got it from. Where's that Xbox store? I know it's in here somewhere. Xbox store. Oh, languages. Oh boy. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I didn't delete the Xbox store from my thingy, did I? Here, I'm pulling up now. Oh, there it goes. Ah, now what game did I have? Where's any good games on the Xbox store that I might like? Anthem. Don't even fucking get me started with Anthem. That game was biggest disappointment in my life. That was a game I was like, man, I'm gonna make my channel off this game before it came out. I was like, man, I want to dedicate if this is what I think it is, I'm dedicating my channel to Anthem. And I tried it and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm so pissed. It's such good promising too. I'm not seeing it. It was like a medieval, but you had to start your own village pretty much, and like but it's not like it's not a build, like it's not like an overview, like you're an actual guy. You gotta go craft. It's the game I was trying to find. It was survival one. Let me see if I can't get. I have the Game Pass, so why would I get the Game Pass? Unless I got rid of my Game Pass. I wonder if I got rid of it. There's a build. It was a crafting game, but it was let's see. Come on, let me freaking type in what I want you to type. I don't know, this thing's not working. Yeah, no, it's not working. Oh well, but yeah, I just kept having issues with it. Like it kept like breaking down on me. I don't know if it was the game or it was like the Xbox like site that kept crashing on me. I know it's on this game too. I know it's in the it's on Steam, but I just don't have it on my library on Steam. I don't think I do. I think they might cancel that trial by the IOSH. Because I click on that and it's like gone. Like all the stuff is gone. Like they have no updates and nothing. It was like Kingdom Come Deliverance, but it was different. Like you play a character, you're pretty much thrust in the world. You find all your family's died, so you go back to your parents' home village, and they pretty much were like, "Yeah, if you want to live here, it's fine, but you pretty much work on your own." So you have to like go out and like farm stuff and try to build your own house and cabin, and then like eventually you can start your own like village, and you can assign people to hunt and stuff like that. It was medieval something. Let me look it up. Medieval Dynasty. That was what it was called. Medieval Dynasty. That wasn't bad. But it's like hardcore, like survival. Like if you don't eat, you don't drink, and if you don't have like shelter, you're gonna get killed by wolves. You gotta and then like everything is like far away from each other too. Like it'll send you like missions that go from one village to another, and it takes forever to get to the other villages. And like if you want to cook, like you need like full on ingredients, like full on. Like you gotta like go collect the water, you gotta go collect the mushroom. You need a certain kind of mushroom. You gotta go find, which is great. I liked it because I was like, damn, this is hardcore. But yeah, eventually you get married, and then like, because there's a dynasty, so literally it goes from your character beginnings to like, okay, if you die, what'll happen if you get killed in a hunting thing? And then it's like your kid. If you have kids, you'll go to your kid when he's older, and you'll pass down like the centuries as your village grows, it becomes bigger and bigger. Slowly they're making a new one, but it's like Western style Dynasty game, which actually sounds pretty good. It might be pretty cool. You start your own Western like town. She's got a big update too. I wonder if that's good. They say, yeah, most people like it's a very long game. Like it takes a long time to do anything.
Well, yeah.
A medieval dynasty.
Oh.
But I don't think it's co-op either. Let me look. I don't know if it has co-op ability. If it has co-op ability, that'd be cool to play. It's open world, survival, building, blah, blah, blah. I don't see any co-op options, though. I don't know if this has co-op. If it did, that would make it great. Yeah, I don't think it's co-op. I think it's a single player only. Like negative reviews are like, the king taxed me more money than I can even have. Boring. Yeah, you get taxed too. Like if you build too much like buildings and stuff, you'll start getting taxed by the king because it's his land. And if you're building on his land, you got to pay him.
What is it? Oh, the play. you're talking
Medieval
about the play
Dynasty.
show?
Yeah. Oh, what time is it? Oh man, we're almost going for 2 hours. Nice. I didn't think we were going on that long. But yeah, small time. Probably if you missed it, we were talking earlier about fucking Rings of Power, going over like how ridiculous it is, and then did a little bit of count on.
It's like one of the
House
greatest shows
Dragon.
to ever touch shows.
Right. Yes, it was such a good. No, I can't even joke.
Yeah, no.
I can't even make a joke about it. It's so bad. I fucking hate that show so much. It ruins my Fridays. It really does. Because I just want to like sit back, relax, watch FMT, and it's like, hey guys, we watched Rings of Power. Actually, it's Thursday nights. So it ruins my Thursday night. So I'm just like watching them like review it, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
How are they even still watching it if they don't like
Reviews. Because they review it for the channel.
it? I hate it.
Huh? I couldn't get past episode 3. I just couldn't do it. I don't want to do it. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't stomach it anymore. It was so boring. And then it was constantly just, rings of money laundering. Yeah. It's the only thing that makes sense. Or they were really trying to make it dumb. Like, that's the only, like, this is like Monty Python level stupid. But Monty Python did it in like a funny way. They made it where it worked. These guys can't make it work. So I don't see this. I really don't see this thing actually getting a second season because I have a feeling Amazon is like flipping their lid right now because how much of shit it is and how bad it's doing. And they're just like, should we waste another season of? And they just kill all their main characters, so I don't know how they're going to go on another episode. This whole episode is just the fucking hobbits. Oh my god, it is. They're gonna have a whole episode where it's like just the hobbits and the hobbit story. And then they're gonna go and like at the very end you're gonna see like Galadriel like stand up or something, and she's gonna be like covered in ash. And it's gonna be like, fucking, I hate you. Fucking hate you. I couldn't do it. I fucking hate the hobbits. Like, okay, the Harefoots, or whatever the fuck they want to call them in this show. I fucking hate those things. They're like, they're the most annoying thing. One of the most annoying things. Like, everything else is like, okay, that's bad. And then they get to the Hobbit, the little fucking, it's like, ugh. And I like hobbits. Jesus Christ. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This show is such shit. I don't know, like, how they would let this show come out. Like, there's got to be someone who's, like, sitting there and they're like, hey, let's get in a bunch of, like, Tolkien experts. Oh, they did, but they paid them off to say nice things. Like, I can't imagine Bezos, like, sitting there watching this and going, that was fantastic. Now, there's no way. He's probably like, oh, my God, I got the worst disaster on my hands. But I have to release it. If I don't, the board's going to kill me. Some reason I gave them $1 billion to inexperienced showrunners. What do you expect is going to happen? They should have made the fucking Conan.
The board isn't
series.
going to kill him. His board doesn't care.
They do when they're throwing away billions of dollars. The board's going to be like, hey, we've put $1 billion worth of this show, and we're not getting a very big return. And actually, people are canceling their Amazon subscriptions like left and right because of the show. We're losing money, like a lot of money. Why did you give them $1 billion? Can you imagine if someone walked up to him and goes, "Hey, I'm going to give you $600 million to do something"? I'd be like, what? They're like, "Hey, you make an Amazon, you make a Lord of the Rings show and gave me a fucking $1 billion." First thing I would do is go hire Tom Shippey. I'd be like, "Hey, Tom, you're in charge. You know Lord of the Rings better than anyone else alive. We're going to make something cool." And yeah. But no, they were like, "How do we make something that looks like Lord of the Rings, but not Lord of the Rings, but we don't have the rights to anything really of the Lord of the Rings, but let's just create a bunch of made up." Oh my God. My head hurts. Because if they got the first stage, you could do some cool shit with the fucking Lord of the Rings. There's like werewolves, vampires, fucking Morgoth, the fucking Valar coming together, fucking fighting shit. There's so much cool shit that could be a fucking epic level. I would do it animation though. I'd do it anime. That's how I would do it. There's no way I would make this live action. I would do it animation style, fucking like, yeah. Yeah, this show is just, I don't understand. Like the writers had to be embarrassed. Like, come on, they can't think they did a good job. They did a half-assed job just to get paid, and that was it. It was like, hey, what little work can we do? They even like there was actual like backroom like talk that they wrote like a script, like some of the episodes in like literally under a day. Like someone just sat down and wrote up the whole episode in like less than a day, and they approved it like first time, no edit. Like they didn't go back and like reformat, redo everything. They're just like, oh, that's fine, let's do it. That you could tell. You could tell some of the show was like shot and then edited. Like most of it was like just done in the editing room. It was like there's actually a scene where like in this latest episode where Galadriel like riding her horse, an arrow goes flying by her, and she like goes sideways on her horse, but she doesn't get like, right back up. She like stays there and she like swings her sword up and cuts one of the orcs in half. And it looks like she like made him explode because like his limbs go flying. But if you watch it in slow motion, she's like 5 feet behind the orc. So when she swings, she's literally swinging at nothing because it's literally the editing people put it way too far ahead of her, but they made it where it looked because she's going like this. It kind of looked closer, but she's like, if you do it in slow motion, she's like way over here. So there's no way she would have hit the fucking thing. That's how bad the editing is in the show. I couldn't even get the editing right. Like, how much? I'd be embarrassed if I worked on the show. I'd be like, I want my name taken off the show. I don't want credit for anything. Don't put me anywhere. No credit. Just fuck off. They come interview me like, we heard you on the Wings of Power. No, fuck you. I was not. I had no hand in the making of that shit. It just boggles my mind that some of the people on Twitter are like, I love this show. This is the greatest show I've ever seen. And I'm like, do not lie out your ass. You're lying out your ass because there's no way this is the greatest thing you've ever seen. I don't care who you are. I don't know.
That's weird.
What?
That was weird.
Trying to see if there's anything else I want to do before we get off here. I don't see anything on Twitter or anything good announced. Sometimes they have like breaking stories. I'll see it on Twitter. I'm like, oh yeah. I want my Ism fucking comic. I can't believe I have to wait till Monday. I was really hoping we got here Friday. I was like, ooh, I hope we get here Friday. My Ripaverse comic. It's not gonna get here till Monday. I was like, oh, damn you. I want to read that really bad. It looks really fucking cool. What are you playing now?
Green. I'm just playing Green Hell.
Oh, you actually got it?
Yeah.
How do you already have it on your computer? I hate you. You and your fucking internet. I fucking hate you. It takes me if I would get it right now, it'd take me like all night and probably half tomorrow to finally have it fucking downloaded. Now tell me if it's any good. If it's good, I might get it, but
I'm playing the story. There's a story mode right now. I'm checking that out.
how much was it? It was like
25.
$24.
Uh,
They have it for VR too. Why do they keep posting like live streams? I don't want to see people live stream it. Oh, you make pens for animals. Is this dude using a blow dart?
yeah, you can use a blow dart to shoot things.
Looks like everything's ready. Remember when I mentioned we seemed to be lacking some equipment? Not a single lighter or parts and matches. You ordered both. You checked everything. It was the old-fashioned way. Well, none of it's part of the expedition.
Suppose like cannibals show up and stuff like that. You can swim. Swimming looks good. I don't know. I have to see. Just let me know what you think, and then
All right.
if it's fun, I might get it. I don't know. I need to get a good horror game I can stream. That actually won't kill my computer. At least won't kill the fucking stream. That would be nice. I'll make it look like it's fucking jumpy as hell, like my last ones did. Yeah.
Need to find something dry.
Is this co-op or is it not? Oh, this is
Yeah,
online
it is.
co-op. I guess technically we can make a world together and or a playthrough together and actually play together. Fuck it, why not? I'll just get it. There's tribes. You have to gain trust of the tribes and stuff to help them out.
You gotta get a tribe to trust you. So I'm trying to play through the story mode right now. Well, we can play when if you get it.
Yeah, I'll get it. Now I gotta wait till like 2 days from now when it actually installs. This is gonna kill my internet though. Green Hill. It's only 5 some gigabytes. It shouldn't be too bad.
It was
We'll
really
find out.
quick for me, but I don't really know what it'd be like for you.
Yeah, you have way better fucking internet than I do. All right. I want to do one more thing before we get off. I'm going to promote, of course, Shadowversity's freaking thing. About my book, and then we'll get off here for the night. Getting kind of tired. There's stuff to do. So let's do this. Come here, you. Over here. And then my book, of course. I was watching a stream from Giraffe Digital the other day, and they were talking like certain things. And I was like, well, I wish they would promote my book. In Barnes & Noble, Angus and Robertson's paperback, and Amazon paperback. I really want it in hardcover, but they don't do hardcover yet. They're still barely into like soft covers. I talked to them about it, and they said they definitely want to get into hardcovers and stuff like that later. I was like, good, because let's hurry that up. Because I know a lot of people would love to buy my book in hardcover or in. I would love to get like a leather bound. That would be fucking awesome. That would cost a lot of money to make, though. Okay. Let's get his thing pulled up. Ripper Destroyer. That was a good one. That looks badass. I can't wait for that one to get done. All right, here we go. Let's share this so that. Promoting my buddy. Well, I want to call him my buddy, but one of my favorite YouTubers and authors.
Shadow of the Conqueror is the breakout debut novel by Shad M. Brooks.
Truly incredible. I absolutely loved this book. Honestly, it's one of the best books I've ever read. S. Keith Hall.
The tale of a deposed, tyrannical emperor who embarks on a journey towards redemption. The 82-year-old Dalen, once known as Dalus the Conqueror, is cursed, becoming a youth, and obtains the mythical powers of the legendary Arch-Knights. Battling inner demons, his violent and cruel inclinations, and enemies both old and new, he ventures onward trying to fight back the growing darkness threatening the world. After all, who better to hunt monsters than the greatest monster the world has ever known?
This novel is gripping and masterfully crafted within its world. Shad Brooks defies all preconception of a first novel and hits the ground running with a skill few writers can match. Seth Patchell.
Shadow of the Conqueror is based in one of the most well-crafted and unique fantasy worlds the genre has seen in many years, and fans of the novel have been craving to see it depicted visually.
This is easily one of the most compelling works of fiction I've ever read. I could go on and on about how original the setting is, or how many times I was nearly brought to tears, or how absolutely riveting the action is. But nobody wants to read a 10-paragraph essay, so I'll keep this short. 10 out of 10. Michael.
Now, Shadow of the Conqueror is coming to you in an epic graphic novel adaptation with the incredibly talented art of Mike S. Miller. This will bring its dark, confronting story to fans and new readers alike in another beloved format, making the story more accessible than ever before and enabling current fans to enjoy it in new ways.
I was engrossed in the tale of the Conqueror. I laughed, cried, growled with anger, and shouted with joy. But also during this entertaining ride of emotion, I came away with mental growth and new perspective on the human condition. Andrew Johnson.
Mike is a 28-year veteran of the comic book industry, famous for his work on DC Comics' Injustice series and George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones-related graphic novels.
I've read so many novels I've lost count, fantasy genre or otherwise, but in my opinion, this is one of the best. Seaton 425.
The author of Shadow of the Conqueror, Shad M. Brooks, has been a fan of both comic books and Mike's work for many years, and is thrilled to be working with him to bring this graphic novel to the highest standards possible.
I don't typically listen to audiobooks multiple times, but this is my 4th time through and I'm loving it more each time. Highly
Yeah, I got the
recommend for
audiobook.
anyone
Audiobook's
who
really good.
loves fantasy action stories. C. Barker.
The book will be separated into 4 graphic novel volumes. This first one,
got the first one.
entitled Enemies of Self, has 48 pages of stunning art visualizing the amazing and unique world of Everfall with some of the best work Mike has ever done.
It must be admitted that there was a large amount of skepticism when this book was recommended. However, a story that would leave the reader hooked and begging for more was not something that was expected. The overall plot and flow of the story was simply phenomenal. I highly recommend this book. It is filled with action, humor, love, hate, science, and the psychology of the human condition. History Rewriter.
Separating the book into 4 volumes gives great opportunity to adapt more of the work and even add new content not seen in the original novel. Far from being given secondary regard as a token adaptation that doesn't accurately represent the source material, the graphic novels are being made with the intent to form a crucial part of the Everfall story, revealing fascinating aspects to the characters and world not found in any other format.
Powerful and gut-wrenching. I laughed, introspected, winced, wondered, cried, and will be revisiting this world. Michael Larson.
At the time of launching this Indiegogo campaign, the graphic novel is completed and ready to print. This is not to fund the creation of the graphic novel, but to give you the chance to get your hands on it. We will be able to place the print order as soon as this launch campaign ends, and you will get the graphic novel in your hands much
When does
sooner
it end?
without needing to wait for the graphic novel's completion. With
28
the launch of
days
the graphic
left.
novel, I'm very excited to announce that during this Indiegogo campaign, I will be releasing a refined version of Shadow of the Conqueror as a 2nd edition version. This is not the sequel, but a more refined and polished version of Shadow of the Conqueror, with an incredible new cover made by Chris McGrath. The 2nd edition will at first be an exclusive in the Indiegogo campaign, where you'll be able to get your hands on a limited edition version of the 2nd edition novel with the graphic novel covers, which will not be available ever again once this launch campaign ends. And in addition to this, we've gone even further and made premium, high-class, display-quality, collector edition, leather-bound versions of the
Ugh.
2nd edition novel and graphic novel,
I want
both of which
leather-bound.
will be available for a limited time during this launch campaign.
Way better than I thought it would be. Bought because I watched Shad on YouTube. I never thought his book would be as good as this is.
Yeah, he does a great job. You know, those Shadowversity, definitely check out his channel. He does very well, very detailed work on like a lot of medieval stuff, sword fighting, swords, you know, stuff like that. His campaign looks fucking awesome. I got what did I get? I got this one right here, where you get one of each. And I did this cover right here for the novel, and then I got, I believe, this one actually. Yeah, I think I got that one for the main. The other one. Yeah, I can't wait to get his hardcover. Did I get the hardcover? No. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I got the normal.
Well, I was hoping we'd have breakfast together. You surprised me. That's all.
Admit it. You thought I forgot your birthday, didn't you? Well, I didn't.
What are you watching? Oh, you're still doing the minute. Okay. I could hear it over the thing what you were doing, so I was wondering what you were
Oh,
doing.
you can hear it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, that's what I want right there. Look at $349. Oh, wish I could afford that. But yeah, he's got like original art. You can buy $5,000. Jesus Christ. How many backers? He got one. Okay, so he got none. Okay, these are like original. They can't sell these. There's only one. The original art done that. That's cool. But yeah, so you can find my book here. It's in the description below. Any one of these, you can find the ebook or print, paperback. Definitely check it out. Get my book. Help me raise enough money I can do my audio book. And then we can talk about getting other stuff done. Maybe an art book eventually and stuff like that. But I need the money to be able to do that. I haven't been able to get the money yet. Together. Soon, hopefully, we'll have that. Just got to get it out there. The more people know about it, the more people buy it, more people review it. Still don't have no reviews over it yet. It's kind of a little disappointing because I hope at least have a review, at least one or two up by now, but we'll see. I just mailed Nerdrotic his copy, so hopefully next week or so he'll have that in his hands and he can do something about it. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you guys next time. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Wash your damn ass. Peace.